Well, now the cat out of the bag and into the frying pan, and no mistake, the entire world still humming Formula Disgusting bogus report of the International Commission or jurist Wapin Metin and the famous Geneva Head. The sole purpose of coupling together a whole pack of lies about Uganda. Habo the Universe, normally I know deigning to reply to the critics, preferring merely to ignore the uninformed, adverse comments with the dignified silence. Becoming a first division leader and get the State Research Department to go around in the Pojo and lose off a few accidental dum-dums. But on this occasion, the slandering buggers all holed up in Geneva, no doubt, scoffing the expensive Toblerone and watching the cuckoos popping in and out, and the only course opened is a cool and reasoned rebuttal. And a reminder to the effect that come Christmas time, it's gonna be a damn good idea to stick all parcels in a bucket of water. First, tackling the objections one by one, this commission pointing out where somewhere between 25,000 and 250,000 Ugandans been massacred since the glorious January 1971 when I taken over the reins. What kind of calculating you calling that? Is this the crazy we looking for in a so-called top document? Anyone going to believe the rest or the rubbish after a start or disorder? And seeing where the real figure considerably higher than 250,000. Anyhow, what this ridiculous guesswork constituted, but a slur on the professional conduct and defamation of the character of the president. $250,000, not even putting you in the heart of Hitler class. Next page starting, where I systematically whipping out the intelligentsia. This is the most preposterous argument I ever had on account of if they so damn smart, what they doing dead? After that, we coming to all the rubbish about killing the judges and Sinli. It's damn clear where it is a bit of special play to inform the biased jurists just defending memes of the trade without examining the facts, also reckoning where a judge got the right to set himself up as some kind of almighty power, telling a president is business. The reason we employ judges is when the state research unit dragging the guilty in off of the streets. We need someone to stick the black cap on and get him hung quick. That vote the job enter lean. Nobody asking them to sit up on the bench and start run off at the move about the habeas corpses. Not to mention letting people go after the government. Gone to all the trouble of getting the jeep out and finding the handcuffs and driving about, looking for the guilty. A few rotten judges all you needing to bring the whole legal system into the disrepute. It's a presidential responsibility to weed him out and get him to commit suicide. Which brings me to the whole suicide. Saying in the report where a lot of suicides in dispute, such as Brigadier Arub, who committing suicide with a couple of shots in the stomach, and the jurist remarking where it's a damn tricky thing to do. Who's saying Arub actually pulling the trigger? The suicide starting? When Arub start complaining about the president, etc., it don't matter a damn how it finishing off. Walking about, say, we got to rob out the beloved prayers and so forth. What that if it ain't suicide? As for this so-called mass expiration of the beloved Asian brothers, which they running on about for page after page, what this but another example of Bami inconsistency? This the nation brothers getting the special top treatment over and above the ordinary native Ugandan, and what fairer than that? Considering the chance of getting suicided if they stay around, this exodus constituting an act of governmental salvation unprecedented in the annals. The amazing thing is that the uchis and the far mass Fukulak Jamrol not releasing hope. It's impossible to make omelette without breaking legs. Still, that typical of the Swiss playing the both ends off against the middle. Never hear them shout about the disgusting habit of African leaders opening the nomad bank account.